Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. This is Elma, the non-tech techie, and today I'm so excited to bring back. This is bring back because 2 years ago I actually interviewed this exact team about their LMS product. So it's BrainCert LMS. We had a live, I believe, 2022 October or November. uh, I wouldn't say last year, that was 2 years ago. And Yasin reached out to me and said, "Hey, Elma, we have these meeting rooms coming right up, and can we show it to your audience?" I said, "Hey, why not? Because this is a potential alternative to Google Meet, to Zoom, to Microsoft Teams, to Webex, to sessions. And we know how important online meetings are right now, because for me, most of my meetings, I would say 95% of them are happening online. I hardly see people face to face anymore because, hey, if I can do it online, why bother to travel? Um, of course, there are still some things that cannot be replaced by online meetings, and that's when I go traveling. But for most of my meetings, it's already online meetings. And today, what I'm so excited about here is that BrainCert is over 10 years old. They are an established company. So it's not like, hey, you have a new company that is trying to sell you something. No, so that's not the story here. This is an established company. And BrainCert meeting groups is actually a good complement to their existing range of products because they are already having this LMS, they have the virtual classrooms, and now they added meeting rooms. And this is really quite exciting. Like I said in the beginning, I haven't tested it yet. So this is also the first time I'm going to see it in action, and I'm so excited to see it because I use this kind of software a lot. So before I start interviewing the team and before we start showing you things, if you're new to our channel, please do remember to subscribe and hit the notification button so that you get notified whenever we have a new live stream. And we do this once a week, every Thursday. So let's get started. Thank you so much. Let's get started by introducing each member of the BrainCert team that is with us today. So we start with Rini. Rini, can you please introduce yourself and let me know um, what is your function in BrainCert, right?
Okay. Yeah. Hi, everyone. Myself, Reni. I work as a sales representative in BrainCert.
Yeah, hi everyone.
Okay. Yes, and Rasin. Yasin, sorry.
Yasin, yeah. Hi everyone. This is Yasin Rahim. I'm the founder of BrainCert. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from wherever you are connecting from. I'll pass it to Abdul.
Yeah, hi everyone. Thank you for being here today. It's great to connect with you today. I work with BrainCert as a inside sales. I love uh, educating people about BrainCert.
Right. And actually, just to let you know a little bit of a background, I've interacted with Abdul in the past when I was having a bit of issues how to create a landing page on my LMS. And Abdul and team helped me quite a lot. So kudos to the team. They are awesome. They really have great support to their customers. So let's get started. Who is going to show me the screen that will show us how meeting room works?
Yeah,
Or
I
who would
can.
start?
I can kick it off. You can give
Okay.
your controls.
Yes,
Okay,
just share the screen and then I'll share it too.
I do see the controls. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, this isn't Zoom. Cannot
Oh
give
yeah,
controls.
absolutely.
Okay.
Hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes.
Yeah, hi everyone. Yeah, welcome to the webinar. So just to give you a brief introduction, BrainCert is a learning management system. We launched in the year 2013. We cover like pretty comprehensive use cases and industries, and it's been there for over like 10 plus years. We have diverse set of customers from creators to business, SMBs, yet K12 enterprises, and so on. So we do have like three products. The LMS is our main product. In the LMS, we have a virtual classroom that comes integrated. It's been operational for the last 11 years. We are actually the one of the earliest adopters of WebRTC when it came out, and also the HTML5 based virtual classroom technology. At first, we launched in Adobe Flash in back in like 2022 or 23 when the company was launched. Adobe, it got deprecated and the browser stopped supporting Adobe, and then we switched to HTML5 based virtual classroom. And we've been in the forefront of WebRTC and HTML5 right from the beginning, and we run one of the biggest data centers in the world, I would say, especially specific to WebRTC. We have 10 geographic locations covering all the 5 continents, and we also have like over 300 plus location for network traversal, and it's a very comprehensive product, and you'll understand what I mean. So the virtual classroom API is it's not an LTD. It's a different product. So it offers like tighter integration with customers' own website, LMS or CMS. It's useful for tutoring companies and other non-profit or educational companies where they want to integrate the virtual classroom within their own website or LMS or CMS, offering much tighter control, right? It gives like free plugins for WordPress, Modal, Joomla, other CMS similar platforms. The meeting rooms is the one we just launched right now, and that is the one on your lifetime deal as a promotion for the launch promotion. So it's basically we took all the good things from our LMS and API, and then we created the meeting rooms, and it's a standalone product. So it's very useful for people who do not need the full blown LMS like BrainCert, but they only need the meeting rooms for live conferencing, right? Just create a link, share, and you're good to go. Similar to the webinar you just joined now, right? So that's a use case. We created the meeting rooms product. In terms of the BrainCert itself, I don't want to go over LMS features. That would be like too much to cover here. So we cover it like pretty comprehensive use cases and industries and so on. And we are also, if you look at our security page, we take security and compliance very seriously. We are SOC 2 Type 2 certified, ISO certified, GDPR and HIPAA compliant. We participate in DPA, and we have a robust security posture with our own internal security team with the TDR, threat management, and response. They do a really good job. So yeah, so I don't want to go a lot over in our core platform. So this is the lifetime deal for the meeting rooms product that we currently are offering. So this is for a meeting room. It's a one-click room. It's easier to create and manage meeting rooms, and then create like a personalized links, and then share it with anyone for quicker collaboration. We are going to deep dive into the product like very shortly. Just a brief overview. This is what I was talking about. We have like 10 geolocations and 300 plus stern turn location, which is needed for punching holes through the corporate firewalls, and maybe the great firewall of China also. And we boast like 99.995% uptime guarantee, and it's greatly resilient. What I mean is, since we have like 10 geographic location, let's say there is a hurricane in Miami, you can always switch to New York or California or Frankfurt, right? So it's greatly highly resilient, and we have our own proprietary algorithms, right? So maybe some of the features you will see in the actual virtual classroom page right up itself. I just want to like take like 2 minutes to talk about some of those. Um, so yeah, so this is our own network, like BrainCert software-defined WebRTC network. We trademarked it, and a few other also. It offers the lowest latency and high resiliency and stable connectivity. This is what greatly helps offer like a very low latency performance for audio and video on the real-time whiteboards, right? And we also have like adaptive simulcast. It automatically adapts to the bitrate and network conditions of the learners or attendees, and gives them better performance when they join a live session. And we have something called a warp, like a WebRTC alternative route path. This is kind of like an algorithm we created. So it constantly observes the network health of all the attendees in your room, and it's a self-healing algorithm. So if anything happens, it automatically routes you to an alternate path. So it provides a very stable connectivity. So backend technology wise is pretty solid because it's been in production for 11 years. And I keep seeing in the Facebook comments like it's battle tested, production ready, and enterprise ready product, and it's already in production for 11 years. So yeah, I just want to cover that in detail. So we offer like three different tiers. We're going to get to that at the end of the demo. So when you go to BrainCert and click on like create an account. Sorry, I'm already logged in. So it will give you an option to select like which product you want to create an account, like BrainCert LMS or API or meeting room. So if you want to try out, click on the meeting room product to create an account. So you directly log into the meeting room dashboard. If you are an existing BrainCert user, you can still directly log in with your BrainCert credentials. You'll end up on a dashboard like this one where it shows all our three products, and then you can click the meeting rooms product, right? So once you are inside the meeting room, so you to list all the rooms that you created. The number of rooms that you can create is based on the subscription plan that you have. I mean the one-time plan. So this we call it like a permanent room, right? So when you create a room, you can upload your own logo, fav icon, presenter name. You can change that anytime for every single session. You can upload your avatar, customize your background image, or choose one from the library. You can see all the data center locations that BrainCert supports. You can set it to auto select based on in your location and in a few other parameters. It automatically puts you in a specific data center location. Or let's say you're from Europe and you want to be GDPR compliant, you don't want the data leaving European data centers. You can just choose like Frankfurt, London as your data center location. So this also helps you to meet compliance requirements, like because if you look at Zoom or Google Meet or any other uh, platforms out there, you don't even know where your data is, where your session is hosted. They put you in California or here, there, right? So BrainCert, I think we are the only one, as far as I know. We've been doing this for the last 10 years. We give you the list of all the data center location where you can literally go host your session, right? And then yeah, so this is what we call vanity domains. So by default it will be like live.brainset.com, and then it also has like several other domains that we own related to EdTech, right? Like eduvor, group train, liveclass.io, livemeeting.io, things like that. You can choose any domain that you like, and then type your name, let's say a discovery session or whatever it is, and then you create a room. Okay, you can change that anytime. You can go back and change any vanity domain. Let's say if you mapped your own external domain with the SSL certificate that we provide, that will appear here. So this is my own custom domain. You can also go select your own custom domain that you mapped with the SSL certificate, right? And you see some options here. You can optimize the room for one-on-one or moderated group session. So what that means is, um, with the
Uh,
moderated or one-on-one
Quick
session.
question, Yasin. I need to go back a little bit. For the vanity domain, is that same as CNAME?
Yeah, but you don't have to do any CNAME or DNS updates because these are the domains that we already mapped to the meeting room product already for you, right? So let's say you don't want the name BrainCert in the domain and the links that it generated. You can choose any of the domain name that we offer that is relevant to
Okay.
the session, right? For example, your link will say uptrain.io slash
All right.
discovery.
Oh, so basically you own these vanity domains, right?
You own these vanity domains, and you can choose any domain, brainset.com or any other domains that you can choose. Let's say live meeting, that actually talks about live meeting, right? Livemeeting.io or liveclass.io or virtualclass.io. So you can choose any of these domains to launch your sessions.
But is there a CNAME
You don't
function?
have to do CNAME for these vanity domains. The only CNAME you have to do is for your own domain. Like for example, the yasin.edviewer.com is my own domain, right? So I did a CNAME to the meeting room, so which I can use it here. Makes sense?
Okay, that makes sense. So setting up the CNAME on our DNS, there's a separate instruction for that, which is part of the brain
Yeah,
cert uh,
correct, correct. I'm gonna get
meeting
to that.
room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, great question. Yeah, thank you. So one-on-one or moderated group sessions, the instructor or presenter needs to pass the controls to the learners or attendees, right? It's great for K-12 or younger students or any moderated environment, like a tutoring where you don't want the learner to start talking or stream video. You want to they're muted by default, and the instructor will be talking, and then when the time comes, you can pass the whiteboard controls or give them audio access control or video access control. It's like greatly moderated, right? So corporate meetings, when you set this mode, it will automatically allow anyone who is entering the room to manage their own devices, like like Google Meet, for example, right? You can set up your own webcam or microphone before you entering the room, so anyone can turn on and off at their own consent. The presenter doesn't need to control or take away the permission, right? So it's greatly useful for corporate or team meetings where everyone will be collaborating in a live session. And the room layout, we have like pretty three different type of layouts, pretty comprehensive. Like it has all the tools, or let's say you don't want the chat to appear, you can make it whiteboard from attendee list, or you don't want the attendee list, you can also turn that off inside the app. And there are like three basic layouts it comes with. The recorded videos layout, right? So we offer two different layouts for all your recorded videos in high definition. You can choose to record the standard view, which is it automatically takes all the content on the whiteboard, the videos that are streamed on all the audio in real time, it puts together as a video file. Or you can enhanced view, it records the entire browser tab, right? So like as I see on the tab, it records the entire app. So it's pretty flexible, like how you want to do it. The room can be open or password protected, right? So when it is open, anyone with the link can enter the room. Of is password protected, you basically requiring password, like a meeting password to enter the room. The advantage is you go back, change the password, or the vanity domains or the name of the processor. Anytime you can do it, because it's like your own permanent room. You can do whatever you like. And we have a content library that is built into the platform. You can also upload the content from different sources, like Google Drive, OneDrive from business, like SharePoint and other places. We have all the supported documents, and then you can stream those documents inside the you can quickly bring the documents inside the virtual classroom. Let's say your document is 30 MB and you don't want to be uploading a 30 MB file during a live session. Like, prepare all your content in advance, and then you can quickly bring it on the whiteboard. I'll show you how that works. And also recordings. So we offer native recording, server-side recording feature, like a quality variable, encoded file, which offers like optimized and the best possible recorded format available in high definition format. So every session is recorded, and as soon as the recording is available, you'll see it here, and it doesn't take much time. Max like 30 minutes or 1 hour, your session recording will be available, or maybe sooner, depends on the length of the session. And you can see all the sizes on different type of file. And the great thing is, you can also, for example, right, uh, um, share the link. You can make it public or private. So public, you just copy the link, or you can also allow the viewers to download the video, and you can share it outside the platform. So it's a great way to share the recorded files with your attendees. Go here and watch the recorded live class or webinar, or you can also
Quick,
download the file. Go
quick,
ahead.
quick question on this one. Okay, so now I know that we can share based on what you just said. We can share the video via a link, or I can download it from this particular from meeting rooms. Is there a way for me to connect it to YouTube natively, or do you have any plugin for that, or yeah, a feature for that?
You mean, is there a plugin for recording? Is that
In
sorry?
you don't really call it plug-in. It's because yours is not WordPress. So, is there a feature where, for example, this particular meeting, I want it added to YouTube? Let's say I have an onboarding call, and then this onboarding call, this would be useful for all the other users as well. So I would like to put it on YouTube as part of our content. Is there
Oh,
a way
yeah,
for
yeah.
me
Yeah,
to
so we don't have a direct YouTube, uploading. You can download the video, record a
Mhm.
video, or you can upload to YouTube by yourself.
Okay, so I still have to download from here and then upload it to YouTube by myself.
Correct, correct. So all the recordings will be available on the dashboard. You can just download the recording or share the recording directly with your attendees. We have our own video player. It plays the video for them. You don't need like a YouTube. But if you really want it on YouTube, you can download the video and upload to YouTube. Hope that answers your question. Okay, this is the hostname and SSL port I was talking about. So you can map your own external domain, request SSL certificate. We have the instructions, and we also have a support site. You can go read about the knowledge base articles, and you can also customize the theme and branding. Right, so we show you what icon and colors is from where. You can just pick and choose and change the colors and customize to match your branding. Okay, and the redirect URL for every single room that you created, you can select and set a redirect URL. Let's say when attendees leave the room, where do you want us to forward, right? Like maybe to your own website, or to a specific page, like a conversion, like a post kind of session page, like where you want to get some sales data or something. You can redirect anywhere you like. As part of the redirect, we will also post you some details about the room ID, username, and teacher. Some basic parameters. You can use it to update your own analytics or something of that sort, right? um, and also you can see disk usage reports on how much disk space you're consuming. Okay, so let's go into your room. Okay, so I have all this room created. Let's say when I create like this room, so you see my host name and start meeting link. For an attendee experience, they will see an option to enter the name. If it's a password, they'll see an option to enter the password. And once they are in, you'll go log into the meeting room like this one. Okay, so I have Rini already joined me as a learner, so I can use her as an example. Okay, so I'm going to give you a brief overview of the product, and then Abdul is going to jump in and cover some of the whiteboard tools, and then I'm going to come back and cover the remaining. And yeah, so this is the layout you can see for the classroom. So like a virtual room, I can turn on my video here as well. This is the settings page where you see all the settings available. You can click set up your device, and then you can check your connection. We have a built-in connection test tool. It takes test all the connections and browsers, upload, download speed, and tell you, hey, you're good to go, right? And we also have a speed test tool. It tells you the download, upload, and latency between you and our SDSW network locations, right? And then you have the automatic definition switching is on. What this means is it's basically a simulcast on off switch. We recommend turning it on. So basically, let's say if I'm on a network, I'm on a mobile phone in my car attending a session, I'm in a zone where the network connection is not very good, and my connection is going to drop from high definition to maybe low definition SD, or SD, right? Or medium definition. So this one automatically switches your video and between like different resolution automatically without any intervention. Or you can just, let's say, my network is good, I always want to be streamed. So sorry about that. I always want to be streamed on high definition. You can also do that here. uh,
Okay, question on the high definitions. Because there's a question here from Chena. HD means 720p or
yeah,
it.
so
Mm.
our videos are encoded with only 720p video files. The highest definition is 720p for the recorded videos. The reason being, 1080p recording is not a recommended format when it comes to a live meeting web-based conference platform, because it consumed a lot of compute resources for your browser side and also our server side, and also it consumes more bandwidth, and the performance is going to interrupt your audio and video performances as well. So we tested so many resolution over the last 10 years. The best one that works great for everyone is the 720p, and that's the way record. But we also optimize the fonts and everything else on the screen, so the whiteboard and everything is readable and is really crisp to look at on the recorded video files. So you're not missing a lot. All right, the 16 is to 9. ratio is for our whiteboards, and for the videos. You can see my video change from 4 is to 3 to 16 is to 9 ratio. So it depends on how you want to stream your video. Some people prefer 16 is to 9. Some people prefer like 4 is to 3. Um, and we support like 50 different languages for the virtual classroom interface. We completely support like RTL languages like Arabic and Hebrew, and also so many other languages that we support. And the attendees can choose their own interface language, and then they can join the session. It's truly multilingual, the product. So I'm gonna, let's say quickly, if I choose to Arabic, you can see the entire interface change from right to left here, right? Hope I can read it back to understand where it. Okay, let me change it back to English. Okay, so you see that. So this feature is not there in pretty much like any other product we know, like Google Meet or Zoom or any other conferencing product out there. It doesn't support RTL, like right to left languages, right? So we natively support that. And hide video chat to participants. Yeah, so let's say you want to use this kind of like a webinar. So you want to hide the chat. You can choose that the chat will go away. For the end user, it's available for me. For the attendees, it will disappear. And also you can hide the chat to participant. Sorry, the videos you can make it disappear for the participant. Chat you can hide for the participant. Similarly, attendee list, you can also hide to all the participants, right? And we also have a native connection problem report tool. So you and your attendees, they can go if they have any problem with any issues, they can go, support. Hey, I have this issue, that issue, problem with audio, and then we report. We hardly get any reports. I don't want to boast. Monthly, we hardly get one or two reports, and that to users on some unsupported browsers. So you can go and report your problem. It sends the entire session as a package file to our engineering team. So you don't know exactly what happened to your session. They can look at it and they can give you a recommendation on how to proceed with the next sessions. Okay, that's the overview for the settings. On the layout side, you can undo and redo. You have breakout rooms here. So if you have more number of attendees, you will see all the attendees in the main room. You can drag and drop to move them to a different breakout room. You can create like many breakout rooms. Let's say you have like 10 participants and you want to break them into 10 different rooms, 10 each. You can do that as a main presenter. And let's say when Rini is in a breakout room, I can also promote Rini as a presenter to the specific breakout room. Okay, so each room can have their own presenters. So 10 different presenters addressing 10 different attendees in your room, and you can also move them back and forth between main room or breakout rooms. It's great. Let's say in your corporate meeting or in your like a PA planning session in your corporate meeting every quarter. Let's say you're doing PA planning and you have so many multifunctional teams joining the rooms, and then like an agile teams. So you can move them between different teams to discuss and then come back to the main room after the discussion is over. We have users, customers use it for that use
Remove
case
your
as well.
charger, it's done. Okay, now my question here is okay, so for these breakout rooms, and let's say I have 100 participants and I want to put them into 10 different breakout rooms, would that be automatically assigned or
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
assign?
Yeah, as a main presenter, you are the one
Mhm.
who are moving people between different breakout rooms, or you have promoted someone else as additional presenters or moderators. They can also do this to you. Let's say let's say you are in a agile software company, and every quarter you have like a PA planning for the next quarter, and you have like 10 different teams, engineering, DevOps and cloud. They all joining the team. You can move all the teams in different rooms. Each can have their own manager or team lead or scrum master in different rooms. As a main presenter, you can move them back to the room, or your additional the presenters that's helping you out for the session, they can also do that for you.
Okay, but isn't that a bit too much? Like I have 100 participants and I move each one by one?
That's a great question, but that's the way it works. That's why if you have like additional presenters, let's say you have five presenters, let's say think of
Mm-hmm.
presenters as managers for the specific team. So I have a manager for the sales team here. He's going to take care of his own attendees, moving them to your room and then collaborating with that specific team. Similarly, other managers or presenters can do that same.
Right, because there are some cases, for example, if I do um, a corporate meeting, I probably don't want the same people in the okay, say the development team. I don't want them all in one breakout room, but I want them in different breakout rooms. So I want to make sure
Yeah,
that I have one for
correct,
each person
exactly.
in each room. So how do
Yeah,
I do that?
that's what I'm saying. When you go to the main room, uh,
Mm-hmm.
so when you go to the new room, so when as soon as I move this user, you can see there is a breakout room one. It
Right.
started, right? So similarly, when you add different users to different breakout rooms, the more rooms you'll see all the rooms here, or you can move them back to the main room. Say she came back to the main room, or you can create and put her in a different room, and I can even promote her as a presenter to the specific breakout room. So yeah, we can deep dive and take follow-up questions on the breakout room. Um, uh,
A bit later, yes, no problem. But I'm getting it now. Thank you.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. So I want to cover the code editor. So BrainCert natively, so every time you get a window, it's very modular type of approach. I can just pop it right over the whiteboard, just to get the full screen experience. So I can do my own coding here, right? So let's say I can do like a HTML. Um, I can do start with that. I can choose like what type of languages I need. So and also it gives you let's say anything incorrectly that you are doing, let's say Python or Ruby on Rails or PHP, like let's say you're doing some wrong coding, it give you a contextual error, say this is wrong here, right? The line item. So there's a really good IDE that's built into the virtual classroom, the meeting room platform. So this is great if you are teaching any code or even collaborating with your own team members. Let's say you are a development company and you have like 20 developers in your company, and you all want to collaboratively code among each other, or you want to let's say you're doing an interview or you're hiring a candidate and you want a candidate to write the code on the screen. You can also do that. That's also another use case, right? So this is a lot of use cases for the product itself. Under the color theme, you can choose a different type of color scheme. We offer different type of style for our IDE, and there are a lot of key map. You can use default key map, Vim, Sublime, or those type of a key map, and you can see the information, all the keyboard shortcuts. You can read it here, and also you can download the saved code as soon as you guys start. This is collaborative coding. Let's say I want to give access to Rini to start collaborating with me in real time. I'll unlock the code page for her, and we both or other attendees in the room will start coding together, and we can see like who is doing what. And I can also have like multiple code. One, I'm going to talk about landing page customization for my website. Another one, there is a backend code that we are working on. So I can have like multiple tabs and collaborate with the users in the classroom. Okay, so this I can pop into your full screen or exit. When you exit, it will give you options like do you want to leave room and join later or in the class for all attendees. You'll also see the video stacked here on the right side. I can change the view so you can have multiple people appear like a small view here, or I can also expand that on top of the whiteboard, or I can pop out into a full screen. It will appear like this one for attendees, like a regular Zoom video conferencing, right? You can transform this into a video conferencing mode now. Our product is primarily a whiteboard based solution where all the creativity and collaboration happens on the whiteboard. Or if you want to use this as a purely a video conferencing tool like Zoom, you can also do that, right? And so the auto select speaker is option. If you look at it, so it automatically shows like who is speaking. The microphone will appear over when we have like multiple people talking on that one. So I can pop it to side view, and I can also pop it to the bottom view, right? So let's say I want to give more focus on the attendees or the chat here. You know, I can keep it the chat here, and then I can keep all the videos of the people I'm collaborating with here, and then start collaborating on the whiteboard here, right? There is also private chat. I can privately chat with Rini or any other attendees. Greatly useful in a corporate environment. So yeah, so I'm gonna go back and cover this one, and then Abdul is going to explain all the whiteboard features that we currently have. Um, so we have a poll option here. So at the end of, say, like, how was the session? You know, I can ask it anytime during the session, and then I can publish the full poll. As soon as the attendees will start clicking on it, I can see this in real time. If I want to show the result to attendees, I'm going to do it like allow attendees to see poll results. The attendees will also see the results that appeared on the screen for the presenter, right? So there are a lot of options here, and I'm going to quickly go to the document tool. So uh, you can directly upload from Google Doc. Let's say you have a document on Google, you can bring that document right over the whiteboard. Someone will be working the document on the Google Docs, and someone can also do that right on the whiteboard itself, right? So it has a really good Google Docs integration. So you can collaboratively edit documents in a much more collaborative fashion, like how BrainCert meeting room is, with all the videos, chat, other whiteboard tools, and so on. So these are the documents currently I added on the library. I can quickly bring that right on the screen. You have the previous, next, those type of things. You can zoom in, zoom out, and I'm gonna and yeah, just pick this one. And I can also annotate on top of the documents. This is real time. Whatever I do is visible for all the attendees in the room in a real time fashion. I'm going to pop this back here so I get more view. And just for this sake, I'm going to turn off my video, turn off Reni's video. Yeah, so I can do this way. And you can also fit document to screen, or I can also zoom out, and I can also rotate the document. Or you can go to the last page, first page. It's very collaborative. If you look at it, you can it's a really a great way to collaborate any type of document like PDF, PowerPoint, anything you can upload to the whiteboard. And like I said, it's primarily a whiteboard based solution. Think of like a Miro, and Google Meet and Zoom, everything combined into one product, but many much more powerful and efficient, right? So the whiteboard itself, like I can have multiple whiteboards. Let's say in one I have a screen sharing, another I have like a document, another I have a creative sessions going on, right? So it's a great way to quickly jump back and forth between multiple whiteboards, so increase productivity for the customers. And you can also double click and change the whiteboard into uh, something else and save it, right? So you can also rename the whiteboards, and you also have options like allow to draw. You can allow any attendee to draw over the whiteboard, export as a PDF, export as an image, save board to storage, load boards from storage, right? So BrainCert provides an option to save the entire whiteboard content into the storage, and then I can also load uh, the previous board that I've done in the past, and quickly I can bring that over to the whiteboard. So you're not losing much. Let's say, hey, I have a really creative brainstorming session I had this morning. Great. You save it to the cloud. You can bring that to your next session. So you're not, redoing the same thing again and again to your customers or audience, right? So that's a great advantage of BrainCert, and it supports like right click, like a save screenshot and all those options. Um, and let's say, yeah, I'll leave this to Abdul to cover. I don't want to take away his spot. Let me stick to this here. So I also have a video player tool, right? So you can directly paste your YouTube or Vimeo link here, and directly play the video. So it will play directly to all the customers. I keep saying customers, all the attendees in the room session. And they can also pop to full screen over the whiteboard and watch the video. and you control when you stop the video, it stop for all the attendees. Let's say in a quickly paste YouTube or Vimeo video, or you can also stream videos from your content library that you uploaded, and then you pause the video and then ask a question. Hey, okay, you guys watch the video so far, what do you think, and answer this question. Great for tutoring, great for education, great for K-12 or even corporate meetings, right? Or road shows, you're doing road shows, it's great. Or you can also give attendees control to play back the video, so everyone can watch the video at their own pace. They can pause, forward. Otherwise it will be moderated. Only the presenter can control all the buttons for the attendees, the video buttons, video player controls, right? It supports that as well. You can also, like I said, pop it over the whiteboard. And it's also as an image tool. You can upload images from your computer, or you can directly copy an image, paste it directly on the whiteboard. We support like a clipboard, so you can copy, control C, and control, you just put it here. Let's say I want to quickly show this. It supports all the right click operation on a Mac and Windows. It supports all the keyboard shortcuts like control. So let's say you're doing a chart, like a network diagram. I mean, it's not like a AWS or Azure or GCP network diagrams, or a basic flow chart that you're creating. And you can use all the right click control copy paste operation to create this flow chart, or the cards that you're creating with the names of teams. However you're doing any creative collaboration, you can also do that. The mute, unmute, and share screen option. When I share the screen, it's going to appear as a whiteboard tab. We support groups screen sharing. Multiple users can share their screen at the same time. The presenter can switch between multiple screens. We have seen in our current customers, we have a lot of customers in a group session, in a tutoring scenario, they require the learners to share the screen and show the project work they did. So the instead presenter goes from one screen to another to check the work that's done by each learner, right? So we have seen that use case as well. Um, and Yeah, let me go anything else. I think, and then I can close all the right menu option if I need like a more space to focus on the whiteboard, or I can also like open all. It's like I said, it's very modular type of approach. The way we built the application. And yeah, I like to give. I like to stop my screen sharing. Abdul, do you want to take over and explain the whiteboard tools?
Sure, Yasin. Absolutely. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Okay, hope you guys can see my screen.
Yes, we could.
Okay, great. So here are the whiteboard tools that we have. So um, all right, so let me start off with the selector tool. So basically, like when you draw anything on the whiteboard, and you can use the selector tool to move things around on the whiteboard. Okay, and this is the pencil tool. Okay, let's say if you would like to draw in colors, you can do that. And let's say if you would like to make it a little thicker, you can do that as well. And let's say if you would like to highlight things, then you use the highlighter tool here. Okay, so you can highlight things. You can actually, let's say if you're typing anything with any color, you can highlight it with a different color. Actually, you can do that. Okay, so that's how you can use the highlighter tool, the pencil tool, and this is like the straight line. You can change the color here. Okay, and then we have the arrow here. Let's say this is a little thicker arrow, but let's say if you would like to make it a thinner one, you can do this as well. And let's say if you would like to change the color of the fill color of the arrow, you can do that as well, like the way you can see right now. So that's how you can do it. And this is elbow connector, like you can connect with different things here. All right, so here are the shapes that you can use to draw anything. Change the color to white or to black or to any color for that matter. Let's say if you would like, if you click on this plus icon, you choose the color whatever you want. You pick a you pick the color and you draw it. It's how easy it is to, use the whiteboard tools on the BrainCert, meeting rooms platform. So there are different shapes here that you can utilize to make it interesting for your learners. And here's the eraser tool. Okay, so you can adjust the size of the eraser tool from here. Okay, to make it bigger, you can make it like 15 and like erase anything, or if you would like to make it a little smaller, you can do this as well, like the way you can see right now. Okay. Um, all right, so we saw like how you can write the text with different colors. Okay, and yeah, here is the emoji that you can use. So uh, yeah, so you can simply click on the whiteboard. So after selecting the emoji, click on the whiteboard and you pick the option on. You just click on the emoji and it will appear right on the screen.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
one thing I want to talk about this is a lot of younger students like K-12, they really love emojis, the visual feedback. So every time they do something really good work, so giving them an emoji on the screen, so they're really happy. That's the reason we introduced this based on working with some K-12 schools and, tutoring companies. So this is a really great tool, emoji, for putting the emoji on the whiteboard and even enlarging it for younger students. Go ahead, Abdul.
yes, you can enlarge this as well, like the way Yasin mentioned. Okay. All right, so there are other tools. This is very important tool that we offer to teach mathematics. All right, so LaTeX tool. So when you click on the whiteboard, you can see that I have the option to add mathematical terms or any physics or chemistry, whatever you teach. You can utilize this uh, LaTeX equation editor and like just keep on adding uh, the symbols that you would like to be added on the whiteboard and simply click on add, and that's how it will appear. You can put it on the whiteboard, and let's say if you would like to make it more interesting, you can simply change the background color and the text color as well. So you can see like I have the option here to change the background color. Okay, so I can use the fill color, I can use the text color. Okay, so that's how I can do it. Okay, it's a kind of like a weird color, but okay, so that's how you can change the color as well. So, all right, there is another thing that you can utilize. Let's say if you would like to add um, information from the internet, let's say Wikipedia or anything. So you can utilize the Wolfram Alpha uh, tool here. All right, so let me quickly go ahead and add the Wolfram Alpha. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I think I have a network issue. Okay, I am back.
Yeah, that's a good demonstration because that is our heartbeat tool. Anytime a connection is interrupted because of Wi-Fi, any network condition, it automatically establishes the connection to our servers, and everything on the whiteboard and everything is pretty much there. You won't lose any work that you've done. So Wolfram Alpha, just to give you a quick overview, it's a knowledge engine. So we have a really good integration with Wolfram Alpha. It's kind of like the world's knowledge on your whiteboard. Kind of think of it like a Siri technology on your iPhone. You ask any question, it's going to give you the answer, like Alexa. So this is on a visual format, right? So whether it's maths or physics or chemistry, or even any world questions like what's the mortgage rate in New York, or what is the flight status of United 212, or whatever it is, right? You can ask any questions on the Wolfram Alpha and search, and it's going to give you a visual output on the whiteboard. So you can see the output here, a visual output. So you can select and move that anywhere on the whiteboard. It's scrollable, and you can see, and you can also enlarge it if you need. You can see it's talk about the Ohm's law, right? So what is the description? What is the history? What is here? So it's kind of like quickly when you're collaborating, or whether you're teaching, or doing any creative collaboration, or you're in a corporate organization, you want to quickly learn about a specific terminology or how this product works. You can search the knowledge engine. It gives you the world's knowledge right on your whiteboard in a visual representation. That's how powerful this is, right? Yeah, so it also shows you diagrams and visual representations, text. It's a very powerful tool that comes integrated with the virtual classroom. Go ahead, Abdul.
All right. So let's say if you're teaching any specific subject, like let's say if you're teaching mathematics or anything, you can simply change the background paper as well. So like we have the option like no grid or like line paper, or we have grid paper, and we have millimeter paper. Okay. So you can use any of these based on your use case. And let's say
Yeah,
if you would like
absolutely. Like, yeah. So if you're popping like X and Y coordinates, teaching maths, or it's great. The background papers. I've seen a lot of the teachers they use it regularly. All the background papers. So the use case, when you look at it, it's very comprehensive. It's in the deal page. You can scroll down and read all the use cases, whether it's for training or corporate meetings, or a creative collaboration, or even live code, collaborative coding, whatever it is, right? The tool addresses every single use case, because we keep on adding all these features. At one time, we stopped because I think we pretty much covered most of this. Yeah, go ahead, Elma.
I have a question on this one. Do you also have chemistry? Because I've seen physics, I've seen math. How about chemistry?
Yeah, that's a Wolfram Alpha, right? You can ask
Okay.
any
Oh, do you
chemistry
also
question.
have it
It's
there?
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
So
so statistics, chemistry, technology. Okay, because the screen is so small for me. So math, physics,
oh
statistics,
yeah,
chemistry, technology. Awesome. Yeah, because I do teach chemistry and math at home. Yeah, and I that's part of being a mother.
absolutely. So yeah, we thought about all these use cases,
That's
and yeah,
nice.
we've been enhancing the platform for over 10 years, and it's a quite very mature product. We hardly touch the platform or do any updates, because at one stage we realized like we have quite more than what our customers need. So pretty much whatever you think of, we address all the use cases for you.
But this is actually great, and this is also good. Like, because my daughter is planning to move out and going to university, so this
Mhm.
is one way of me to teach her. One way for me to teach her while she's
Absolutely.
not here. So it's not only for, hey, if you run classrooms, but it's also for if you are teaching your kids and they are not with you. This
Exactly.
is very
Anything,
useful.
homeschool or tutoring, one-on-one tutoring, group classes, or creative sessions, whiteboard collaboration in organization. There's so many use cases that you can think of, because like I said, we address all those use cases for you.
Right. By the way, Joe, Interpret is asking, are there any 3D shapes like sphere, cylinder?
Oh yeah, it should be there. Abdul, can you see um, in the
I'm
shapes?
I'm sorry, I missed that. Could you repeat that?
They're asking for cylinder and cube type of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Right. Okay, so you have 3D shapes as well.
we have 3D shapes. Yeah, you can choose the border color and the fill
The
color.
cone,
Yeah, and then it will
all
pop out.
right,
Yeah,
cube.
the rhombus, semicircle, triangle. Yeah, we have all the shapes for you.
The other shape, how do you call that? Okay, because that one is a cube. How about the more rectangular one? I don't know how it's called. Or if I want to create a pyramid, or if I want to create, an
Yeah, it should be there. When you mouse over it, there is a tooltip that tells you what all the shapes are about, and then what is that, whichever is the active. Yeah, yeah, whichever is the active one, it will show it here.
okay, good.
Okay, so let me take over, and then I'll cover like few more things. So Abdul, is there anything else you
Sure.
want to cover?
Uh, that's it from my end, Yasin.
Okay, perfect. Let me go to mine.
Thank you.
Okay, do you see my screen?
Now we could.
Okay, perfect. I wanted to talk about few things. Yeah, this we covered. Yeah, so we talked about all the tools, latex, Wolfram Alpha, the grid papers, and eraser tool, all the shapes. So whichever is the active tool, you will see the tool icon here, right? Um, so you can quickly go here, change the fill colors to something, and then you can pop it out. And the great thing I want to show is you can also rotate,
Mm.
right? And then let's say I have a line tool, you can talk about it, or draw. You can also write on the whiteboard using like a draw type of thing, and also we also have a dedicated text tool if you don't like drawing. I mean, a lot of people love drawing and writing on the whiteboard. And this is like fully touch compatible. So if you're using iPad or any touch compatible like monitors, or Wacom tablet is very popular, WACOM Wacom tablets, where it's an external pad you write with a pen. It appears on the screen. It's fully supported. Wacom tablets or any touch capable tablets be fully support on the whiteboard. So like I said, when you look at Zoom and other Google Meet, things like that, they focus on the videos, right? BrainCert is a collaborative platform, so we focus more on collaboration. Videos is just part of the meeting room product. Like I said, you can pop out videos in the full screen mode anytime you want to do video conference, or just keep the whiteboard as a primary way of showing a presentation, and pop the videos on the right, or at the bottom, or enlarge it like however you want to do it, right? It can be done. So it's very modular type of approach. You control and tell like exactly how that needs to be done on the platform. So here we see all the attendees, right? So when you click here, this is the attendee settings. I can give camera access, microphone access in a moderated session, or give them allow to screen share, allow to whiteboard access. They can also collaboratively draw and write on the whiteboard with me, or I give them teacher tools access. So that basically give them access to this all the icons like document tool, media player, poll, and also this breakout rooms and code editor and so on. So in that way, anytime you give someone a teacher tools access, they are also an additional presenter in the room with you, right? So we don't have any restriction on how many presenter can be there or how many attendees. The only restriction comes from how many attendees in your room that comes with your subscription plan or a lifetime deal, right?
Okay, we will talk about the limits a bit later. So first, we
Mhm.
discuss the features. Now, there's actually a question about the whiteboard part, the tabs. So can we
Mhm.
connect a tab for using the whiteboard for better usage, like drawing and other things, like
Oh
using it for
yeah,
live classes?
exactly. That's the reason for whiteboard, right? So I'm drawing and doing things, and I'm also moving to a document that I uploaded for collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
There could be another screen sharing tab here, right? So I can also switch to a screen sharing. So basically, you have more things to do on a live session than just a screen sharing.
Okay, maybe my question here is, for example, you have this thing almost full screen, these particular graphic. Can I make it smaller? And then, I mean, how big is the canvas?
The canvas is as big as your computer screen.
Okay, so I cannot make these smaller, right? These drawings smaller so that I can add more later on,
Oh
because
yeah,
there
yeah.
are
It
times
scrolls. It scrolls. I mean, see, it scrolls down. The canvas is
it's.
flexible canvas. It
Mhm.
scrolls vertically and horizontally, right? So you can see here.
So what you're saying is that what I can see right now is based on my screen size, but it's an infinite canvas.
It's infinite canvas. That is correct. And I also
Okay.
right click and save a screenshot of the canvas,
Mm-hmm.
or I can export that as a PDF file, or export that as an
I
image file. or I can
And
save the
I can
canvas and
also
it'll show.
zoom in, zoom out, right?
Exactly, you can do that also. Yeah, you can use your right mouse button color to do all those things, or if you are touch compatible, you can use your fingers to control it.
Okay, that's really looking good.
Yeah. And another thing I want to talk about is info pop-up, right? Every single attendee has an info pop-up, so you can click and see where the location is. Say, I'm from US, from Virginia, Western location. See my Mac, my browser, my frame rate. This is I can see Renee's from my India office. I can see like where she is from. This is a great tool for compliance and also troubleshooting. Let's say someone will say, hey, I can't hear you. Like you can click and say, I mean, you're using an unsupported browser. Maybe you should change to a supported browser. So we show warnings when someone using unsupported browser when they're entering the room. So all the things that are already taken care of, like less support work for you. And also, like I said, your attendees can anytime go report your problem. Our engineering team on standby 24/7 to address the issue for your attendees, right? So it's like we provide support for your attendees directly. And another thing I want to talk about is, let's say I can go back here. So in the meeting room, let me this let me close this one out. So when I change this to corporate meetings, in one-on-one, you have to pass the controls to attendees like webcam and microphone. Corporate or team meetings, when you enter your room, let me open in a new window. When I click start meeting, okay, you will see this option. Okay, so every single attendee can control their own webcam and microphone and set up the speaker, everything before joining the lesson. Okay, so that feature is available when you choose the corporate meeting setting. Okay, that's right here. If you don't choose that, by default, the only the presenter can turn the webcam on or microphone, or all the attendees will be muted by default, right? So I just want to show that, just that people understand, how the platform works. So you have to pass the control for others. It is greatly useful, like tutoring, where you want to pass the control when needed, like audio or video control or whiteboard or screen sharing, so on. And uh, yeah. Yeah, and also there is like undo redo options. Yeah, so let's say you're done with the session, just click leave room and end class for all attendees. It will refresh the room and clear all the content for you. So next time you enter, the room will be like, brand new, because each session runs for 20 hours. Like you can see it here, 18, 22 keeps on going down. So each session can be 20 hours. You can just keep it on, go, come back, do whatever you want. But anytime within 20 hours, if you come back, you're gonna resume from where you left off. If you want to clear the entire room, just make sure that you end class for all attendees. It will clear the room and start a new session for you when next time when you start the room. That's one tip that I want to share here. I think pretty much we addressed all these cases. And yeah, there is, as an attendee, you also see like raise hand feature. I hope I can. Uh,
Yeah, I have to manually raise hand here.
oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But this is a live stream, so I can't. BrainCert is not really for live streaming, right? It is
No,
different.
when you
So
say live streaming, it's like streaming to YouTube, Facebook, and all those sources, like RTMP type of thing. This is a live collaboration platform, like a live meeting, right? So people need to sign in to the classroom to participate in a live streaming, like a audio, video, conferencing, or whiteboard creative session. It's not like you're streaming your video to external platforms like YouTube, right? That's what streaming.
right,
So this use case is slightly different. This
yes,
is like, think of it like a, we call the product literally virtual classroom, the back end, right? Because it's actually your actual classroom. You can completely offload. So there is anything that you do in the real classroom, you can do the same thing with BrainCert, right? So you have all the tools available: camera, webcam, chat. You're not missing anything, right? In terms of when it comes to education.
okay, okay, that sounds good. Now, anything else that you want to discuss, and then because I'm taking down some notes.
Yeah, I think we are done. The recorded files will be available once it's done. Pretty much we covered all the tools on the whiteboard: chat, private chat, and attendee control permission, and so on. I can also drop a user if someone is annoying. I can drop the user from the classroom as well. Yeah, there is also like see raise hand feature. Rini has raised her hand. I would see all the users who raise the hand. I can lower hand by order. Let's say I want to talk to people who raise the order in a specific order, right? Let's say five people raise their hand, and then I would say, oh, okay, so who is the first one raise the hand? I'm going to see the number here, number one, number two, number three. So I'm going to say, okay, Rini, you're first, or Abdul, you're second, or Elma, you're third, right? So you have that feature available in the raise hand where the excuse me, where the instructor can see it, or I can also lower the hand for the other users, right? So that's possible as well. So I think we covered all the use cases and the tools. If you want to quickly switch back to the deal page, I'm not going to talk about pricing now.
Oh,
So
let's. There are actually a lot of questions, so maybe before we switch to the deal page, okay.
no,
So,
no, no.
do
I'm
you
not
have
yeah,
any?
yeah, sorry to interrupt. I'm not talking about the deal. I'm just quickly talk about the use cases. It's used for
Okay,
like online tutoring and coaching, whether it's a corporate training, language school, teaching any type of language. We support 50 different languages, higher education institutions or K-12 schools for younger student. Talking of younger student, I think one thing, you can allow younger student to draw on only on a specific whiteboard. We have seen like younger kids, like 6 year, 7 year, they just go click so many things here and there, right? So to prevent that, there are a lot of security controls in place. So we only unlock a board when you want the learner to interact with the instructor, right? So that's the reason you would see board specific controls like allow to draw for a specific board. But if you give them teacher access, they have access to all the whiteboards and so on. That's something that I want to cover. Go ahead, Elma. I think we are ready to take questions.
okay. So we have a lot, but on my side first, or things that I've noticed from the audience, they were asking, are there any AI meeting notes and AI meeting summaries and
Yeah, I know this are
transcripts?
like quite popular since the Chat GPT days. Everybody is asking for somebody. It's certainly doable because we producing the video for you, right? The recorded videos. We have to take the videos to a different pipeline. We are actually working on that for our LMS platform, like an auto subtitle, AI based subtitles for our videos in LMS. So that's the same pipeline that we're going to take the meeting room product videos. It will produce all the transcripts, the summary, or even if you want to maybe a subtitles, that's possible as well. But yeah, we already have a backend LMS that does all these things. This is just an extension of our platform, the meeting rooms. We designed this specifically. We have yeah, users who want to use only the virtual classroom, but they don't want the full-blown LMS platform, right? So that's the reason we created the product. So you get the all the good things for virtual classroom product, without all the LMS courses, test, and things like that, right? So that's the reason we created. The backend is still the same. Whichever powers our LMS for the last 11 years is the same backend that powers the meeting room.
Okay. So it is available now, right?
Not
I'm a
right
bit
now, but
confused.
in the
Mhm.
near future. So
In the near
we
future.
we are working on it. Yeah.
Okay, so by the way, guys, I already shared the roadmap. Please find it somewhere in the comments. I already shared it. And if you cannot find it, just go to braincert.com and go all the way to the footer. You can find the roadmap on
Yeah.
their site.
Exactly.
Okay, so next is this one is very important when doing meetings for me, noise cancellation. Are you adding that feature as well?
It's already built into the product. It automatically cancels the noise.
Oh, automatic. I don't have to do anything and it
You
will
don't have to do
automatically.
anything. It's automatic
Perfect.
cancel. Yeah.
Now, there's a question from the audience. I think it's from Interpret regarding attendees. Is there a way to export the list of attendees and the time in, time out, email address, or those details?
Yeah, exactly. That is there in our API product. Meeting room, we just launched it last week, just to
Mm-hmm.
be there, right? So I'm sure there are like features. The attendee list is something the team is working on, and you would see that in the meeting room product that's added as soon as it comes out. For example, it's this is for another product, for the API product, where this entire virtual classroom, we're going to expose the internal APIs that we use. People can use that to integrate their own website, CMS or LMS. It's another use case for product for people who want to host it on their own. We offer it as a different API product. So here we have the class attendees, for example, right? So that same thing we're going to get integrated in the meeting rooms. So just give it a week, you'll see that in the meeting rooms dashboard.
Right. And another common question I found in the audience is they're asking for the integrations. What kind of is there a public API available, and how can we integrate it into our
Yeah,
um,
yeah. Sorry to interrupt.
email
So
marketing,
this is
WhatsApp,
how
and
the
stuff like that?
yeah, yeah. Sorry, I'm going to get there. So this is how the attendee list is going to look like. You can see all the
Okay.
graphs, people time in, time out, productivity score. Like, hey, this is what person is only 2% productive. Invitation, how you invited the user. So this is actually getting integrated into the meeting rooms. It's just an API call. We already have all those things in our API and LMS
Okay.
product,
Cool.
so it will be
Cool.
made available. Sorry,
Okay.
what was the question? I think I missed it. I was.
No, no problem. Um, right on the integration part, because we also want to use it for, say, email marketing, and because I have a lot of use cases for integration with a meeting tool. So one example is that, hey, if I have a booking for this specific meeting room, I know that this person is a founder, and I will put him or her in the list of founders in my email list. So can I do that as well? I mean, extract details of
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
invitee
So I
and put
mean,
it in my, yeah, you
yeah,
know what I
absolutely.
mean, right?
Yeah, I know,
Couldn't
I know
explain it
exactly.
somehow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So right now, I mean, you have the attendee list. You can export the attendee list when
Hmm.
the session is over. And also, we'll be releasing a native booking app. You'll see a booking app here when it comes out. The entire layout is changing. Next week, you're going to see an entirely new layout. I think the team is
Okay.
working on some modern UI UX for the meeting room dashboard. So it's going to be launched tomorrow as well. So we'll be introducing a booking app that we are currently working on for our LMS. The same booking app will be added here. So when the booking is done, you can share a permanent room link, or you can dynamically generate a session link, but not part of the meeting rooms. But you will see something called like a booking. The link will be there in the booking app itself, and it will consume the same minutes that comes with your plan. If your minute says 50,000 minutes, permanent room or dynamic rooms done using booking app, they will consume the same minutes. It works on the account level. So once that
Okay.
is done, and I'm sure like we'll work on like integration like Pobly and things like that, where you want to take the user to external systems.
Right.
I know we can do so many things, but literally the product launched last week, and that's the reason we are doing a lifetime deal to collect the feedback, just to further enhance the meeting rooms product. So whatever
Oh, that's
ideas you
awesome.
have, let me
I
know.
like integrations. I integrate my meeting tools to a lot of external applications, so that would be really great. I mean, the software right now is already great as it is, but
Yeah,
integrations
software we're
would
not touching, right? The software is
really make
already
it
there
even
for
better.
11 years. It works amazing. We improved it like every single year. 2 years back, we decided not to touch it because we reached a, what do you call it, threshold of features that you can offer. It has pretty much everything one need. All the front end interface we can definitely introduce, like booking app or integrations, because it's we are talking about data, but the app itself functions flawless. It works great, right? Anything that you're looking for in terms of integration, hey, we want probably we want to take the data, or we want a webbook, or we want an API to create a room, whatever it is, we can certainly do it down the road. It's not an issue.
All right. Oh, and one more thing that I've seen here. Do you support agenda like because for meetings it's a little bit different where we have a meeting agenda where, say, for the first 5 minutes this is what we discuss. Next 20 minutes this is our what we have to
Yeah,
discuss.
it's not like a built-in like an agendas, but maybe if you have a PDF, you can share in the room with the agenda. Like anyone is entering the room, they can see the document on the whiteboard with the agenda, and you can go over, hey, this is what we're going to cover, something of that sort, right? But it natively, like we don't have like kind of like an agenda. Yeah.
Okay. If so, VJ, if you really need this agenda feature, you can go to the roadmap and add your feedback over there.
Yeah, AI note taking, and again, we're gonna release features which will create a summary and transcript out of the recorded video. So that would be made available later as well.
Okay, and regarding integration, so API access would be coming soon. They need to work first on the
See,
making sure the features are right.
the meeting rooms is a simple lightweight tool. That's the way we create it, right? You're logging into the platform, all you're doing is start meeting, and then copy the link and share it with your attendees, right? So in API, what you're gonna do, like create a room, and anyway you're gonna log into the dashboard to start a meeting, right? And you're gonna copy the meeting, share it with anyone. There is no fancy API that is technically needed. That's the reason we have a API is available as a different product, right? So let's say you know what I'm talking about. So if you go to API documentation, again, this is not part of meeting rooms. This is a separate product, not an LTD. So it's much more granular. So you control what needs to be done. You can set start time, you can set end time, you can also collect payments, you can set up one time or recurring payments, you can record, you can auto record, you can take away the recording from presenters. If you're a company, you want to record everything for compliance reasons. So everything is available as an API call. You have much more tighter integration with your own website. A lot of tutoring companies use our product in their own website. So that's why this is offered as a separate product. But the meeting room, technically you don't need any API. It's just a one single link like Google Meet that you're going to share, to join the call.
Okay, next question. Is there a mobile app available?
Yeah, so we thought about it and decided not to develop a mobile app. And right now, the platform is fully compatible with mobile browser like uh, Safari and iOS devices, and Chrome and Samsung Internet Browser, Opera browsers on Android. So when you join the session from mobile device, the browser itself will emulate an app-like behavior. So you know what I mean by just try to join from a mobile device as an attendee. The whiteboard and everything will behave like an actual app, like an Android or iOS app. So you can do or like a vertical or horizontal. The screen automatically tilts, changes, and gives you the minimum set of icons needed for mobile. So that's the way we designed it. We want users to quickly join a meeting without downloading anything or installing and all those things, right? That's the way we created this. It's a completely browser based solution, browser agnostic and device agnostic.
Okay, now this is another question that is interesting. Could we pause or resume recording during a meeting?
Absolutely, yeah.
Um,
You
yeah.
can pause and record meeting anytime. Anytime you pause, it will produce a recorded file. There will be an option that will be introduced. We already have the API and
Oh, no, no.
LMS.
We are not saying we pause the meeting, but we pause recording the meeting. That's different because there are times that that part of the meeting is, let's say, confidential or whatever, and we cannot record that part of the meeting.
Yeah, so when you go to room settings and you can turn off the recording option. So in that way, the recording button won't be available for the session. So recording by default is available for all presenters.
So, okay, let me remove that question. So there is a record button there, and I can turn it on and off anytime, right?
Oh yeah,
While the
you can
meeting is going
record.
on.
So you see it
Okay,
started recording. You can see the recording time here, 3 second, 4 second, and then I will stop the recording.
right, perfect. Yeah, so I think that's a question from Jenna. Now, we talked about languages earlier, and you even showed the Arabic. Can we also use, is Hindi part of the language pack that you
Oh,
support?
you can type
And,
any language that you want. It's a
right,
completely Unicode support, and the whiteboard itself is 16:9 ratio, which means that uh, when you're looking at from a mobile device or tablet, it's the same whiteboard that you're gonna look because it's 16:9 ratio. So whatever you type, like any language that you type, is the same one you'll see in the iPad, like any tablet or mobile browsers. Majority of the whiteboards out there, what we have seen is 4:3. So when you try to watch it from your mobile device, a lot of items in the whiteboard will be cut off because it doesn't stick to the 16:9 ratio. So we put a lot of thought into that. So what you see on the presenter screen is what everyone else gonna see in any device or browser.
right. But on a mobile screen, it's too small, especially if you're teaching classes or
Yeah,
art
so depends on
landscape.
Yeah, depends on what you want to do. Like, do you want your learners to join from mobile? I know a lot of learners do. People on the go. We have like larger mobile devices screens available these days. You can also pop the whiteboard as a full screen mode, so you have more coverage on the whiteboard, and also minimize the videos on the mobile devices. It's very creatively done. If you look at our app and the mobile device, you'll understand what I mean.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you mean. Okay, so next, can we hold two meetings simultaneously in one permanent room?
That would be a breakout room. So each breakout room is considered as a separate meeting by itself. So all the attendees we move to a different breakout rooms. Everyone will have their own separate meeting, right?
And how many breakout rooms can we have?
I believe 20 or something. I don't remember off my head. I think there is a limit like 20 or something. And also it depends on how many attendees you have, right? So
Right. If you have two attendees, you cannot have breakout rooms. There's no point.
it doesn't make
So,
sense.
right?
Maybe
Okay.
they can go to your room and think about world peace and come back. So
Okay. So let's go now finally to the account. What are the plans? What are the limits?
yeah, absolutely.
Finally, we are there. And then we are going to discuss like what is counted as how many minutes and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So the meeting rooms, like the one we discussed just now, it comes with three plans. It's priced slightly higher for LTD. I need to agree because it's a premium product. It's been in production for 11 years and it's a battle tested. It comes with so many integrations and features like code editor, Wolfram Alpha, equations, science, maths, the video audio conferencing, low latency, simulcast. It's fully loaded features and covers a lot of use cases. So we priced it accordingly, right? The only reason the virtual classroom is actually built into all our products, right? So because we own the infrastructure, we run all the servers in 10 geographic locations. We know what the cost is. We know how to keep the cost low, the bandwidth cost low. And we have special encoding servers that takes care of server recordings. So we don't rely on any third party. That's the reason, there is no premium pricing tag when you purchase from a platform on our subscription, but we priced it accordingly based on the number of rooms and number of session, and considering we are giving unlimited bandwidth, unlimited session recording based on the recording minutes per month, all the features. So one permanent room is 247 one time. I think there are some coupons available that you can use. Tutor plan comes with five permanent rooms, 30,000 shared minutes. So it's not like specific to a room. 30,000 is multiplied divided by say 60 minutes. You can have that many number of rooms. Same for 60,000, like 500 rooms per 500 hours per month, or so on. Same for HD recording. There is a number of attendees, 25 attendees on plan A, 50 and 100 attendees. If you need like any higher attendees, we can do that as an add-on package, but not as an LTD. If you need the virtual classroom itself, we can take it to 500 or 500 or 1,000 users if you really wanted to in a custom enterprise plan subscription. But this one we cannot offer that high number of attendees because of the number of collaboration tools that comes with the platform. We are also launching a webinar product as a separate product that will be integrated within the meeting rooms. You'll see instead of create room, you'll also see one more below called create webinar, right? So the webinar room that we are creating is also comes integrated within the same plans. The number of the details about the webinar, like how many you can create per month and so on, will be disclosed like when we launch it, maybe in couple of weeks. We are still on the final stages. Typically, we are thinking of up to max 100 attendees in webinar mode in personal plan, up to 500 in tutor plan, up to 1,000 in business plan. When you choose webinar mode, right? So webinar mode is mostly like one to many. It's highly we use like special codecs like VP9 and H.264, and so many ways we compress the audio and video stream. So it's highly scalable for users. Technically, we can even handle 100,000 users in a session, but not on LTD. LTD, we can support only max 1,000 users on a webinar mode. So we'll be launching that very soon. to complement our LMS product, and also the meeting rooms will include the same webinar product as well. So whatever you're buying now, you're also buying the same webinar tool that when we launch it. And yeah, just feel free to share your suggestions in the roadmap ideas. That's the main reason we are doing this LTD, to collect the feedback. Will certainly our team will keep improving the meeting rooms as a standalone product, and all the things that we do will be available for our LMS customers also.
Okay, that sounds great. Now, Chen actually has a point here because he's very interested on the annual plan. The annual pricing looks very good. And is the current Black Friday discount on annual plan only for the
Okay.
first year or lifetime?
Okay, make sure you're looking at the right page. Needs to
Right,
say the LTD dash meeting dash rooms. That is our LTD page,
right.
which is kind of hosted on our public page, not as a separate page. That's why you see all the top menu links. I know one other user asked me that he got confused on the bottom footer. Everything is, we are maintaining the same because the page is called within our main page. So when you're looking at the LTD page, ignore the top menu and ignore the footer, because we talk about so many features. It's not, these are all not part of the LTD. Okay, so the LTD talks about only the meeting rooms, which is the one I just showed you. This meeting rooms product in our app.brainsert.com, and then the tool you just looked at. Only this tool is part of the meeting rooms. And the
Okay,
pricing
got
on our
it.
website will show like 50% off for monthly and annual subscription up to 1 year. That is for regular customer. And you're most welcome to buy our website plans if you're interested, if that meets your needs. But this is a lifetime deal for our meeting rooms product. That's the reason it's priced this way.
Okay, regarding the Black Friday discount that you currently have for your annual plans, is that a lifetime discount or only for the first year?
Yeah, so the pricing page, if you look at it in our website, is for our monthly and annual uh,
Right.
subscription for our three products: BrainCert LMS, API, and meeting rooms. Because BrainCert is primarily a LMS and course platform. I know most of you know that we have creator plans and business plans. This is creator pricing, which has 50% off in Black Friday up to 1 year. Same for business plans, for employee customer partner training with a lot of compliance, SOC 2 Type 2 reports, and so on. They also come with 50% off. But we also have meeting rooms in our website for people to buy, but that is also comes with 50% off. But that's not on lifetime deal. So if you want lifetime deal, make sure you click on the right link on the deal page, which are posted
Right,
on the
right.
Facebook page, and go there and buy this plan, personal, tutor, or business plan. The discount is already added here, right? And there is, I think, 10% discount coupon that's already there in the poster of the deal page.
The 10% coupon is already expired on November 20.
Okay, we will create one. Yeah, maybe we didn't realize that we will create with the same name. We will create it today, right after this call.
Okay, just check out the post in our Facebook group. The discount coupon code is there. Now, let's go back to the annual or the recurring subscription. So, the discount is for lifetime or only for the first year?
Oh no, this is at a lifetime discount. 10% is for the lifetime discount.
No. I'm talking about the annual plans, the recurring subscription.
Oh, recurring subscription is only
Yes.
for the first year. So 50% is off only for the first year. The
So, it's
pricing
not
is
a
on
lifetime discount.
the one you see in your website, right?
No, not this one. It's the other one. The other pricing.
Uh, I mean the website pricing. This one.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the what you see on the website is 50% off only for the first year. I think
Yes.
we posted in some Facebook groups of lifetime recurring discount for our LMS product as well. I'm not going to say that on the video. So you guys can go click on the Facebook relevant page wherever we posted it. Use the coupon to buy our LMS product. You get a higher number of recurring discount for lifetime. So that is for if you are looking at our LMS product. So this deal specifically is for our meeting rooms product.
Okay, so regarding the LMS recurring subscription, so you have a discount there too, right?
We have a discount. I think today, yesterday, yeah, today it was posted in some Facebook groups. You can use the
Mhm.
coupon available in that Facebook group. Facebook group. When you are buying your LMS product, whether it's creator or business plan, make sure you use the coupon to get that discount, whatever we mentioned there. and it would be a lifetime discount, not just for 1 year.
Okay, clear. But the Black Friday discount that I could see also on the
It's
not the LTD part, but
a
for
Black
meeting
Friday discount.
rooms.
What you see in your website is 50% off only for the first year.
Okay, so
Not
Cheda, the 50% off only for the first year because
only
that was his
only for the,
question.
if you see 50%, it's only for first year. If you see anything else on LTD groups that we posted, that would be for lifetime, because I know you guys love lifetime discounts or lifetime deals. So we constructed the coupons similarly.
I don't think I've seen in my group.
I, I will tag you. I'll ping you after this call.
Okay, okay. Yeah, because okay, we can add that this lifetime discount code. So it's not going to be a lifetime deal, but it's a lifetime discount code for
Lifetime
recurring
recurring discount with a
subscriptions.
higher percentage. We are offering
Right.
only till like December 2, just to help out folks. I know we have some folks reached out for asking for some discount, and we are not offering LMS on LTD anymore, but we are offering higher recurring discounts.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. So, any other questions? Oh, okay. Interpret actually posted it. Thanks so much. I did not even know that that was the post because I
Okay.
know that he posted about BrainCert, but I thought it was about meeting rooms and not LMS. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So
Um.
BrainCert has three product, guys. So Meeting Room is the new product we launched last week, and that's the LTD that we are doing.
Okay. So, guys, I posted the form a few minutes ago. Let's see now how many people have responded to that. And we can do our giveaway. And thanks to Yasin and team, we're going to give away two lifetime accounts of tier one personal account.
Personally.
Right. So let me just quickly, because we have a lot of questions, I have a lot to talk about that I wasn't able to get the responses from the form. So please give me a moment for that. And if there's anything that you want to add, Yasin, you can talk about it now while I'm
Yeah, I think
downloading the
we
responses.
correct. I think we talked a lot about the company and the products we have, and the meeting rooms on the app itself. We've shown how the app works. Anything on the follow up in the chat I can take. I'm pretty active answering all the comments. I read every single comment and answer. You can also ping me. So yeah,
Okay, so let me just.
and yeah, we are giving 14-day money back guarantee. So if you, for some reason, you don't like it, just create a support ticket, ask for a refund. We'll give you a full refund in 14 days for the meeting rooms product. And when creating, when starting a trial, maybe I may need to show that. Let me. Yeah, this is something that I want to quickly show. When you are signing up for as a new user, make sure you click on meeting rooms to create an account. By default, it will ask you to create an account for a LMS platform. So the account is shared. So even if you have an LMS account, you can use the same account to sign into our app site. This is our app site. This is where we are hosting all three products. So here people can see all the list of domains they have. I know we have customers who have multiple domains, multiple APIs, multiple meeting rooms. So that's the way the app dashboard is created this way. But once you log into the product will look different. For example, our LMS looks different, right? So when you log in, this is a complete, you go directly to the LMS product, right? You don't come to the app site. So hope that's clear.
Okay, thanks so much. I got the list now, and let me put it up. Okay, we have a long list. Thanks, guys, for joining us today, and we are going to read through them. Let's go and share my screen. So let me hide that one, and let me share my screen. Thanks again, Yasin, for this live
Oh
stream.
yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. I'll stop sharing. Thank you.
Okay, it's okay. I already stopped it. So let's do this. Show on stream. And okay, let's sort it out. So we have Aaron, John, Amir, Asif, Ayasha, Chena, Eugene, Fardeen, HM, Interpret, MD Step, Niru, Olivia, Pravash, Rana, Rafi, Rahul, Romik, Rahul, Jain, Subha, Sujit, VJ, Vikash, and Zadid. Did I miss anyone? And I hope not. Nobody is okay. So let's start with getting our first winner. So our first winner is Zadid Anaf. Congratulations. And Zadid, can you please confirm if you are here? Because if not, then I might have to give it to another person. So let's remove. Okay, and the next winner is Zadid is there, and Pravash. Pravash, I've seen you earlier. Okay, is Pravash around? Okay, and let me see. I see Zadid. Pravash, can you please confirm if you're around? Yes. Okay, so I see Pravash and I see Zadid. Congratulations, guys. And thanks, Yasin. Thanks, Rini. Thanks, Abdul, for joining us live. Abdul is missing because he was missing earlier, so I took off the pictures. Thank you so
Oh,
much,
I'm sorry about
everyone.
that.
Thank you.
Right. No, no worries, no worries. Thanks so much, everyone, and we see you again soon for another live stream. And thanks,
Thank
Yasin and team, and we see you again. And thanks so much for bringing to us this solid product today. Thank you.
Fantastic.
thank you,
Thanks a
Albert.
lot for the
Thank you.
opportunity.
Okay,
Thanks,
bye
everyone.
bye.
Thank you. Bye.